recording this session so that you will be able to view this later, or others who have not been able to make it will be able to view it later as well. So you are in attendance of the poster presenter information and question and answer session for the ICEC 2021 conference. So if you are attending this presentation, then you are likely a poster presenter, or you're on the poster subcommittee of the ICEC 2021 conference. We're really glad to have you here today. And just again, a reminder, we are recording the session so that it will be available at a later time. We are asking everyone to stay muted unless you would like to speak. And if you'd like to speak, you can go ahead and unmute yourself. That just helps with the background noise during the presentation. So thank you. I will be co-presenting with Jen Aloisi. Most of you know her. She is well known in this community, and she will be providing a part of the presentation as well. What we will be covering today is I'm going to be going on the website and providing information for poster presenters, hopefully answering a lot of your questions or covering information that is going to be helpful to you in terms of deadlines and downloads, the poster submission process, those kinds of things. And then Jen is going to go into Feedloop, which is our conference platform this year. And she will be providing information on what your poster presentation and abstract part of that will look like. She will go over the chat and email functions and just in general provide information about what that's going to look like and how that will function during the conference. And then I will be going through the process for judging. We'll also talk about the interactive poster session, which is scheduled during the week as well, and then answer questions. So I'm going to go ahead and get to the website. The ICEC website is 2021.attendicec.org. I did put that in the chat so that you have it. And you can also Google on International Cancer Education Conference and get to that site as well. When you go to the home page, you will see some general information in terms of a countdown. Hard to believe it's 25 days away. And what you will want to do is go to the presenting tab, and that will provide information to anyone who submitted and was accepted for with an abstract. You'll want to go into the area where it says info for poster presenters within that website. You will see in that website, and many of you have received an email that provides this link with some information. But within this site, you will see on the right-hand side where you can download a badge. And of course, this is optional, but lots of times people will download that badge and put it either on social media or on their signature. And it's nice for them to be able to advertise that they're going to be a part of this conference. And it's also a nice way to be able to let people know about the conference as well. You will also have the option to download some Zoom backgrounds. You will see that I have one that I have used for this presentation. Jen is using another one. And so you actually have 3 options, and you can decide which one you like the best based on what your preference is, what you're wearing, whatever it might be. You can hopefully see Jen right there change backgrounds as she is on the grid. And then there is also an option to download a PowerPoint template, and that is for your poster presentation. Again, it's optional, but if you want to use one that is ICEC oriented, then you can use one of these, you can use this template. And my presentation is on the template, so you can see what that looks like. On the left-hand side, before we get to the submission, you will see information about what you will need to submit and how to submit it. So there are a few things that we ask for submission, and one is either the traditional one-page poster or 3 slides of your poster presentation. And it provides information on the best way to organize those. I recommend that perhaps if you haven't done one before, or if you just want to look at more information about what a good scientific poster presentation looks like, you can download this link and get more information about that as well. And then we also ask for a video presentation that is 5 minutes or less. And the timing of that, I would say, is important. We want to make sure that you try to keep within that time frame so that it is manageable for those who are looking at the posters. So this also provides information on the way that you can record and present your video presentation for your poster. I will be going through the rest of this information at the bottom as we go through the presentation. So I'm not going to review that specifically on the website, but we'll be talking about that as we talk through the rest of the presentation today. And then this other section that provides information on your poster upload and submission. Something that I really need to emphasize is the deadline of September 27th. We are asking all poster presentation information to be provided by that date so that our staff has time to be able to upload that and put that in the conference platform. That deadline is very, very important so that we get everything on there in time. We have a record number of posters that have been submitted and accepted this year, so we're going to need to make sure that we have the time to do that. And then there is a presentation submission form link that is provided for you here. And this is what we're asking you to submit your presentation in. So it asks for information regarding your name, your new abstract number, which should have been emailed to you. And if you don't have that abstract number, let us know so that we can provide that to you. It should start with a P as in poster and then a number following that. And then we are also asking if you are willing to allow your poster to be viewed before and after the conference. The conference website or information will be up for 3 months afterwards. And so we will provide that information for 3 months afterwards of those who have given us permission to do that. We ask a question about the interactive poster session taking place on the 16th, which I'll talk a little bit more about, and then ways to upload your PowerPoint, your video presentation, and a photo, which will be placed on the website. So this is all information that is really important to us, and let us know if you have any questions about that. Okay, I am going to unshare my presentation, and I'm going to let Jen take over with the feed loop application.
Hi, everybody. My mute button went to a place I wasn't expecting. Sorry about that. So this is the event platform that you are going to see when you get access. Everybody is going to get access probably the Friday before the conference starts. So the conference starts on a Tuesday, and the reason we're starting on a Tuesday is because the Monday that week is Thanksgiving in Canada, and it's Columbus Day / Indigenous Peoples Day in the US, which we don't all get a holiday for, but some people get a holiday for. So it seemed better to skip that day. So you'll have from the Friday through the weekend and on Monday to kind of poke around in the site and get accustomed to it and get familiar with it. The posters are very conveniently located in the poster section here on the left. And I don't know if Lauren is on the call, and I hope she won't be embarrassed, but she was one of our first people who submitted all of her poster information. So I went ahead and uploaded her information in here as a poster to give an example. And so the photo that you submit for us it goes right here, and your poster number and the title of your poster will be at the top and also here on the other side. And we're going to put the poster presenter's name in parentheses after this for search purposes. So when someone searches here, anything that they search on will populate if it matches. So if someone were to search on Hudson, this poster would come up. If someone were to search on curriculum, this poster would come up. There are also a number of filters for topics. So the focal area that you chose when you submitted your abstract, your poster will be placed under that focal area so that when people are, say, want to only look at posters in the technologies and multimedia section, they can click on that and you'll see that the poster actually disappears from this list because that poster does not apply to that particular topic. So that will be a convenient way for people to find the posters that they want out of our large number of posters. You will see the video is displayed here. This works just like any other embedded video that you have ever seen. I can play it and it will play small, or I can make it full screen by clicking here and then escape to get back to the small size, etc. There is a link here to view the PDF, which if you click will open the PDF that you're going to submit to us. And then the abstract is posted here as well. And then we have information that's just sort of instructional for folks down here about joining us for the interactive poster session on Friday, the 15th of October, or using the chat. So speaking of the chat, each poster has its own chat window. People can chat to you by typing here. There are also emojis that can go here. And this is publicly available chat. So anybody who is looking at this poster can see who has posted what chat text here. And you as a poster presenter can respond here as well to whatever anyone has, if they've asked a question or if they just say something really nice about your poster and you want to say thank you. You can also click over here at any point. You see there's a number 1 next to this people icon. This is just telling you who is currently actively looking at your poster. So right now I'm the only one actively looking at this poster, but you could look and see that if you would like. And then this is going to be the primary poster presenter is listed here at the top. And anyone who wants can start a private chat. So I'm going to say hello to Lauren. But I could also ask her a question. If I did not want my question to appear in the public chat area, I could send her a private chat. And that pops up in this private chat section. And then all of your private chats, the whole conference will be available here on this side. And if you needed to get back to any of those people, you could just click on their name. Obviously, there is also a video call option. If someone video calls you, hopefully they have gotten your permission to talk to you via video. And if they haven't, you don't have to answer them. And then there's also this email button, and clicking on this email button will just open up an email in whatever their email program is, which for me is Outlook. So you can see that it just opened up an email to that email address so that someone could email you a question about your poster. And that's kind of it. If someone does send you a private chat, it's going to give you a notification. You can see this bell up in the top corner, and mine has 0 because I don't have any unread notifications. I have several read notifications, but no new ones that I haven't read. And it will also pop up if you're on the website and looking at anything. You don't have to be on your poster page. It will give you a little red box at the top that will give you a notification that says somebody said something to you. And that's kind of all of the ways that people can talk to you about your poster. Did I miss anything, Diane?
Not that I know of. It's great. This is going to be a platform that I think will be really easy to access and read, as well as communicate. I guess the thing that is important is that the posters will be up the entire session, even though there are times allocated for people to view the posters. And so people can communicate with you at any time. You will receive that information when you either are on the platform or on your email, and you can answer those when it's convenient for you. So it's just I think it's a really great way to do poster presentations. Okay, I'm going to share my screen, and we're going to get back to, thank you, Jen, very much. I appreciate it. And we're going to get back to the poster judging aspect of what will be expected in terms of what the criteria are, what you might want to take a look at. And so this is just a summary of that. It might take a little bit more digging for you to kind of look at the criteria and view your poster and kind of look at your poster and the criteria in terms of what you might want to tweak or change based on that criteria. And I think that if that's something that is important to you, then it's worth taking a look at. Just some background, we received this year, and this was really a result of our late breaking abstracts, 115 posters. That is a record number of posters. It's more than double than what we had last year, which I think is very exciting. And of those, 112 will be judged. So only 3 folks opted out of judging. There will be 3 judges per poster. And there is as I mentioned, a pre-established set of criteria. And what I would recommend is that you go back to the website that I mentioned. There is a link on that website that provides information on the criteria, and you'll want to look at the criteria based on whether the poster you submitted was a research or education practices poster. The criteria for each of those are a little bit different, so you might want to take a look at those and see what they are. If you have any questions about that, just let us know. So there are several things that your judging will be based on. It will be based on your video presentation, your abstract, and the PDF that's located on your platform. So all of 3 of those are located on your platform. And then the judges will be instructed to ask each poster presenter 1 question. So as a poster presenter, you should get 3 questions, 1 from each judge that you will want to answer. And so the judging will take place based on those 2 bullet items, what you have on the platform, on the feed loop that Jen has just described, as well as 1 additional question that has been asked by each of the, I should say 3 additional questions. 1 of each is asked by the judge. And then just so that you know how all of this shakes out, the judges do submit these forms, and the awards for best poster, 1st, 2nd, and 3rd place for professionals are recognized during the final ceremony. And the best poster for student prizes are also awarded as well. So there is recognition at the end of this that kind of makes it worth kind of going into taking a look at the criteria and seeing how your poster applies to those. I will say that because of the number of posters that we have this year, we really need poster judges. And so you can imagine the number of poster judges that we need for 3 judges per poster for 112 posters. Please let me know. You can email the info at attendicec.org if you are interested in being a poster judge, and we can provide the information to you on that. And then there is also the poster committee has decided that, I don't know if any of you were a part of the poster presentation last year, but we had made arrangements for each of the poster presenters to do a question and answer session with the group of judges. And we've decided to do this a little bit differently this year and make the judging aspect of the interactive poster session, it's not going to be a part of the poster judging session this year. But it is a way to provide an opportunity for additional discussion, questions and answers on posters presented at the conference. And again, it is not meant to be a part of the judging process. This will take place on Friday, the 15th of October from 2:45, that should say 12:45 to 2:15. And there is a part of the application when you submit your poster information that indicates whether you're going to be able to be a part of this or not. Again, this is not a part of the poster judging, so it will not influence your score on the poster if you choose to not participate in this or if you cannot participate in this. So the way this is going to work is if you choose to participate, we'll have your information, and you will be assigned to one of 3 30-minute sessions. So participants will be able to click on a Zoom link and attend one of these 3 30-minute sessions during each of these time frames, 12:45 to 1:15, 1:15 to 1:45, or 1:45 to 2:15. Each are 30 minutes long, and each time frame will have 3 groups that attendees can choose to attend, and the posters will be grouped based on focal areas. So they can make choices based on what focal area they are most interested in attending. And then each interactive session will have a moderator who provides a slide with the poster titles and authors that are included in that session. So those are the sessions that you will be assigned to if you choose to be a part of this. And then the moderator will also moderate questions and discussion with the poster presenters in that session. Attendees can ask poster presenters questions via the chat or by raising their hand. It is a Zoom session that most of us are very used to having, where we're able to just have interaction regarding a specific topic. And that will be, again, moderated by a moderator that is assigned to those sessions and can really, I think, dig deeper into what those poster presenters might want to provide information on, but also attendees might want to ask more questions about. Attendees will be able to enter and leave the sessions as they choose. And if you choose to be a part of this, you don't need to prepare anything extra. You will just need to be prepared to answer questions and be a part of the conversation. So I see that there are a lot of questions coming up in the chat, and Jen is answering those questions. Again, if you have any additional questions about that, feel free to email us and ask those questions, and we're happy to answer them. And you can also, we're going to have a question and answer time right now, so you can also ask some of those questions as well. Okay, we're going to open it up to questions. And so can I please share the 3 time frames again? Yeah, so let me go back to those. Those are the 3 time frames: 12:45 to 1:15, 1:15 to 1:45, and 1:45 to 2:15. Okay, if you'd like to ask a question, feel free to just unmute yourself and you can ask your question.
I'll ask a question. Hi, Diane. It's Sarah Christensen.
Hi, Sarah.
I have never made a video with a poster before, and it looks like you have the poster in this shot, and then you're talking up in the corner. Literally, how do you do that?
So those instructions are provided on the website.
Okay.
And if it provides information on how to do this, and you can actually do it in Zoom. And it allows you to be able to open a Zoom session, do your presentation, and your picture will show up in the corner. And then you can also, in that Zoom presentation, record it so that that recording goes to your cloud or your computer, and then you can submit it from there.
Okay. Thank you very
But
much.
if you look at that and you have any additional questions about that, I'm very happy to go through any of that individually with anyone.
Great. Thank you. That helps.
You're welcome. So there's a question in here. What is the specific time frame we need to be in vivo for our poster presentation? Is it only the interactive time? Honestly, that is up to you and your schedule. You know, if you only have a very small period of time during the conference that you can be in your poster presentation and answering questions, that's okay. You don't have to be there in person for every single period of time that it is scheduled on the schedule. You can be there at your convenience. And if there are any questions that come up via the chat or via email, those will be notifications that when you come on the platform, you'll be able to see and you will be able to answer. Jen, did you have anything to add to that?
I do. So the private chat, you'll get a notification for, and the emails will obviously go into your email inbox, wherever that lives. The public chat, you don't get a notification for that. You do have to just check it. So I would recommend, if you have time, to just check in at least once a day and see if there are any new questions in that public chat area. But I agree with Diane, you don't need to be there all the time, and you can check in whenever it's convenient for you.
Thank you. Yes. And I know that there have been a lot of questions that have been answered in the chat. If anyone wants any more clarification via the discussion today, then we can absolutely provide that clarification. Okay, hopefully what this means is that there are no additional questions. But again, if you get on your poster presentation form, a submission form, and you have any other questions at all, feel free to reach out to us. We are very happy to answer questions. I'm happy to go through things and just make this something that is doable and realistic for you and enjoyable as well. I want to say again, thank you, Jen, for being on the video. It really makes a difference to have that backup and to have someone else answering questions as well. And I wish everyone well for the ICEC conference. I'm really looking forward to seeing your posters. All right. Bye-bye, everyone. Have a great rest of your day.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.